students, welcome to Vidya Mirat. This video is made for class 10 on chapter number 6 triangles, and today we are going to do exercise 6.5 from NCERT. Let's begin with question number 1. Here in this question, sides are given to us. We need to check whether these determine the right triangles or not, and if they are forming the right angle triangle, then what will be the length of its hypotenuse. Now for the first case, the sides given are 7, 24 and 25. To find out whether they belong to right triangle or not, we will be doing the squaring of this, that is 7 square, 24 square and 25 square, which gives us 49, 576 and 625. If we do sum of the square of the two sides, it should be equal to the length of its hypotenuse square, that is 49 plus 576 will be equal to 625, and it holds true that two sides square, that is 7 square plus 24 square, if we do, we get 25 square, which will be considered as the length of the hypotenuse, and thus it is a right angle triangle. Second case, 3 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 6 centimeters. Now 3 square is 9, 8 square is 64 and 6 square is 36. So if we do 9 plus 36, that is not equal to 64, or 3 square plus 6 square is not equal to 8 square. So we can say that sum of the square of the lengths of two sides is not equal to the square of the length of its hypotenuse, as it does not satisfy the rule of the Pythagoras theorem. Next, 50 centimeters, 80 centimeters, 100 centimeters. Let's square them all. 50 centimeters is 2500, 80 centimeters is 6400 and 100 centimeters is 10,000. So let us see whether it holds true for the Pythagoras theorem. 2500 plus 6400 is not equal to 10,000. So what does it mean? Sum of the square of the two sides is not equal to the square of the third side, and thus it is not a right angle triangle. Next, 13 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 5 centimeters. So 13 centimeters square is 169, 12 square is 144 and 5 square is 25. So what is 25 plus 144? It holds true for 169, which means 12 square plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. That means it is satisfying the rule of the Pythagoras theorem, and thus it is a right angle triangle, and the hypotenuse is 13 centimeters. Question number 2. PQR is a triangle right angled at P, and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that PM square is equal to QM into MR. Now what is given to us? PQR is a right angle triangle. So angle P is 90 degrees over here and PM is perpendicular to QR. We need to prove that PM square is equal to QM into MR. So what we are going to do is, let us take the right angle triangle of PQM, and we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem here, which states that PQ square is equal to PM square plus QM square. Now we want our answer in a PM square form. So let us rewrite it as PM square is equal to PQ square minus QM square. Let it be equation number 1. Let's take another triangle now, PMR. This is also a right angle triangle. So we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem here, which gives us that PR square is equal to PM square plus MR square. Let us rewrite it in PM square form, which is equal to PR square minus MR square. Let it be equation number 2. Now add both the equations 1 and 2. We will get PM square plus PM square, our left hand side, which is equal to 2PM square. On our right hand side, we get PQ square minus QM square plus PR square minus MR square. Now we will regroup this as PQ square plus PR square. Now minus can be taken outside, and in the bracket we can write QM square plus MR square if you want. Then what is PQ square plus PR square? It is QR square. We already know that. So we will write it as QR square minus of QM square minus MR square. Now what is QR? If you look at the figure, your QR is made up of QM and MR. So we will rewrite it and we will break it as QM plus MR the whole square minus qm square minus mr square. Now this is in the form of a plus b the whole square. So we will use that formula and we will rewrite it as qm square plus mr square plus 2qm into mr minus qm square minus mr square. Now what happens here is qm square and mr square both get cancelled and you are left with 2qm into mr on our right hand side. So both our left hand side and right hand side we have 2, it gets cancelled and hence we have proved that pm square is equal to qm into mr. Question number 3. In figure ABD is a triangle right angled at A and AC is perpendicular to BD. Show that AB square is equal to BC into BD. So let us prove the first part where we are going to take two triangles ABD and triangle CAB. So if we look at both the triangles, we see that angle DAB and angle ACB, this is both 90 degrees. And we have angle ABD is equal to angle CBA. This is common angle. Angle B is common here. So by AA criteria, both the triangles are similar. And when triangles are similar, their sides will be in proportion, which means AB upon CB is equal to BD upon AB, because corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportion, which means AB square is equal to CB into BD, and hence we have proved the first part. Now let us look into the second part. To prove AC square is equal to BC into DC. Now we want AC square. Now for doing this, let's take triangle ABC. In this case, using angle sum property, we come to know that angle 1 plus 2 is equal to 90 degrees because 6 is 90 degrees. Similarly, if I look at triangle ABD, in that case, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus 3, which is 90 degree, plus 4 is 180. So it means that angle 1 plus 4 is also 90 degrees. From both the equations, we can say that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. In triangle ABC and triangle ACD, now two adjacent triangles we are taking it here. From here we come to know that angle 5 is equal to angle 6, that means each is 90 degree, and angle 2 is equal to angle 4, which we have just proved above. So by AA criteria, both the triangles are similar. And when triangles are similar, corresponding sides are in proportion. So we can write that AC upon BC is equal to DC upon AC, cross multiply. So it becomes AC square is equal to BC into DC. Next, to prove AD square is equal to BD into CD. Now here, let's take the two triangles ACD and triangle ABD. In this, if we look at the triangles, we come to know that angle ADC is equal to angle ADB, it is a common angle, and angle ACD is equal to angle BAD, which is 90 degree. So by AA criteria, triangle is similar, and so their corresponding sides are in proportion. So I can write AD upon BD is equal to DC upon AD. Cross multiply, we get AD square is equal to BD into DC, and hence proved. Question number 4. ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at C. Prove that AB square is equal to twice of AC square. Now once we know that it's an isosceles triangle and right angle at C, it means that angle C will be 90 degrees and AC will be equal to BC. So if I use my right angle triangle ACB and Pythagoras theorem, I come to know that AB square will be equal to AC square plus BC square. Now what happened is AC is equal to BC. So I can replace this thing BC. It is equal to AC square plus AC square. So AB square comes equal to twice of AC square, and hence proved. Question number 5. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AC is equal to BC. If AB square is equal to twice of AC square, prove that ABC is a right triangle. Now here in this question, if we take triangle ACB, we are given that AB square is equal to twice of AC square, which means I can write AB square is equal to AC square plus AC square. But I know AC is equal to BC, so just replace one AC. So it becomes AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So what does it mean? By applying the Pythagoras theorem, we can see that sum of the square of the length of two sides is equal to the square of the length of its hypotenuse. It means ABC is a right angle triangle. Question number 6. ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. Find each of its altitudes. Now here I have just drawn AD as an altitude of triangle ABC. So whatever the side length of AD will be there, that other altitudes when you draw from B and when you draw for C, same answer will be there. Now here I have drawn AD perpendicular to BC. So let us first make that what implications we get in the two similar triangles. If I take triangle ABD and triangle ADC, in this case I know AB will be equal to AC because it's the sides of equilateral triangle. AD is common and angle ADB is equal to ADC, both are 90 degrees. So by RHS criteria, triangles are congruent. And when triangles are congruent, I come to know that BD is equal to BC by CPCT. So now let's take my right angle triangle. You can choose any one. I have taken the red part, ABD. In this case, AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. So AB I know is 2A. AD square I have to find out. So BD, if I want, BD will be A, because since BD is equal to DC and I know BC is 2A, so BD is equal to DC is equal to A. So in place of BD square, I can write A square. So 4A square minus A square, AD comes as root 3A. So sides, all the measurements of the altitudes will be root 3A. Question number 7. Prove that sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. So what does it mean? Sum of the squares of the sides means AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square will be equal to sum of the square of its diagonals. What is diagonals? AC square plus BD square. So in the question we are given that ABCD is a rhombus. What does rhombus mean? It has a criteria that diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at 90 degrees. What does it mean? All the angles formed, angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COD and angle DOE will be all 90 degrees. So that means there are 4 right angle triangles formed. So using the Pythagoras theorem, we will be finding out the sum. So if we take triangle AOB, we have AB square is equal to AO square plus BO square. Let it be equation number 1. Take triangle BOC. BOC is BC square is equal to BO square plus CO square, equation number 2. Triangle COD means CD square is equal to CO square plus DO square, equation number 3. And triangle DOA means DA square is equal to DO square plus AO square, equation number 4. Now we have 4 equations. What we are going to do is we will add all the equations. When we see the left hand side, you get all the sides. AB square, you have BC square, you have CD square and you have DA square. So left hand side you have achieved. We will work on right hand side. If we look at right hand side, you will see that it is twice of AO square plus BO square plus CO square plus DO square. Now in the rhombus we know diagonals bisect each other. That means AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to DO. So we will rewrite it as twice of AO square plus BO square. So instead of CO I will write AO and instead of DO I will write BO. So what does it mean? It becomes twice of AO square plus twice of BO square. It means 4AO square plus 4BO square. What does it mean? I can rewrite it as 2AO the whole square plus 2BO the whole square. What is twice of AO? AO and AO, I can write it as AC square. And twice of BO, BO plus BO, I can write it as BD square. And hence we have proved our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. Question number 8. In figure 6.54, the figure is given to us. O is a point in the interior of a triangle. ABC, OD is perpendicular to BC, OE is perpendicular to AC, and OF is perpendicular to AF. Show that number 1, OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus OD square minus OE square minus OF square is equal to AF square plus BD square plus CE square. Let us do the first part first. Now what we are going to do is, in the case we are going to join AO, OB and OC. According to the first situation, I want AF square, I want BD square and I want CE square. So I am going to choose those respective triangles and I am going to apply the Pythagoras theorem in each. If you concentrate on the red color triangles, AOF, in this OA square is equal to AF square plus OF square. Now I want my answer in AF, so I will rewrite it. So it becomes AF square is equal to OA square minus OF square. Let it be equation number 1. Now let's take triangle BOD. According to this, OB square is equal to BD square plus OD square. I want BD in my answer. So BD square is equal to OB square minus OD square, equation number 2. Third triangle COE. In this, OC square is equal to CE square plus OE square. So rewrite it in CE square form. It is equal to OC square minus OF square. That is equation number 3. Now add all the 3 equations together. We get AF square plus BD square plus CE square. So one part of the answer we have achieved. And right hand side it is OA square minus OF square plus OB square minus OD square plus OC square minus OF square. Just rewrite it, rearrange it in plus and minus form and we have got the answer. Second part. In the second part we need to prove that AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to AE square plus CD square plus BF square. Now for getting this, I want AE, I want CD, I want BF. So I am taking the yellow triangles now. If I take triangle AOE, in that case OA square is equal to AE square plus OF square. I want answer in AE square, so it can be written as OA square minus OE square. Let it be equation number 1. Second triangle is COD. In this, OC square is equal to CD square plus OD square. I want CD square on my answer, so that is equal to OC square minus OD square. Let it be equation number 2. Last is BOF. BOF means OB square is equal to BF square plus OF square. So BF square is equal to OB square minus OF square. Let it be equation number 3. Add all the equations. When we do that, we got AE square plus CD square plus BF square on the one side, and on my right hand side I am getting OA square minus OE square plus OC square minus OD square plus OB square minus OF square. If you look at my right hand side answer, it is what we have proved in part 1. This whole right hand side part, that is equal to AF square plus BD square plus CE square. So we will just rewrite our answer and hence we have proved our right hand side and left hand side are matching. Question number 9. A ladder 10 meter long reaches a window 8 meter above the ground. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. Now let us see the figure. You have AB, that is 8 meters, which is the window above the ground, and there is a ladder AC which is 10 meters. If you look at the diagram, it's a right angle triangle, and using the Pythagoras theorem you can find out it becomes AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That comes to BC square comes out to be 100 minus 64, which is 36. BC comes out to be 6 meters. So the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall is 6 meters. Question number 10. A guide wire attached to a vertical pole of height 18 meters is 24 meters long and has a stake attached to the other end. How far from the base of the pole should the stake be driven so that the wire will be taut? Now here again we have with us AB as 18 meters, that is the height of the pole, and the wire length AC can be taken as 24 meters. So since it is a right angle triangle, we will be using the Pythagoras theorem here, and using that I come to know that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So 24 square is equal to 18 square plus BC square, which gives me BC square as 252. BC comes out to be 6 root 7. So distance from the base is 6 root 7 meters. Question number 11. An aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 kilometers per hour. At the same time, another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due west at a speed of 1200 kilometers per hour. How far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours? Now, if we look at the question, we are given about the speed and the time. The speed is given as 1000 kilometers per hour for the first plane, and for the second plane it is given as 1200 kilometers per hour, and time given to us is 1.5 hours, that is 3/2. On using this, distance is equal to speed into time, we can find out the distance of first plane. That comes out to be 1000 into 3/2, which is 1500 kilometers. That is the speed of distance of the first aeroplane. And if I want to find out the distance of the second plane, which comes out to be 1200 into 3/2, which is 1800 kilometers. Now I have OA with me, I have OB with me. I can simply find AB square. AB square will be equal to 1500 square plus 1800 square, which comes out to be square root of 5490000, that is 300 root 61 kilometers. That is the distance between the two aeroplanes. Question number 12. Two poles of height 6 meters and 11 meters stand on a plain ground. If the distance between the feet of the pole is 12 meters, find the distance between their tops. Now, according to this information, we have AB and CD as two poles, which is 6 meters and 11 meters. Now, here the distance between the pole is BD, that is 12 meters. So, AP will also be 12. So, what is PD? PD will be same as AB, that is 6 meters. So, how will I find CP? Total is given to me as 11. PD is 6. So, CP comes out to be 5. Simple, we have perpendicular also, we have base also. We can simply find hypotenuse with the help of my Pythagoras theorem, which states that AC square is equal to AP square plus BC square. So, we have 12 square plus 5 square, which is 169. So, AC comes out to be 13 meters. So, distance between their top, that is A and C, is 13 meters. Question number 13. D and E are points on the sides CA and CB respectively of a triangle ABC, right angle at C. Prove that AE square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus DE square. Now, since it is a right angle triangle, let's see ACB. So, if we take ACB, it means AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Let it be equation number 1. And if I take triangle DCE, in that case, DE square is equal to DC square plus EC square. Let it be equation number 2. Now add both the equations together, it becomes AB square plus DE square. So this is the first thing what we have achieved is equal to AC square plus BC square plus DC square plus EC square. Now here what we have done is I have rearranged into different groups, so it becomes AE square plus EC square plus BC square plus DC square. Now in this, what is AC square plus EC square? If you look at the first figure, AC and EC, it is related with AE, so I will write AE square instead of that. And BC square plus DC square, if I see, if you look at the second figure, it is related with BD square. So I have just substituted these in place of equation number 3, and hence we have proved our answer. Question number 14. The perpendicular from A on side BC of a triangle ABC intersects BC at D such that DB is equal to 3 times CD. Prove that twice of AB square is equal to twice of AC square plus BC square. Now it's given to us AD is perpendicular to BC and BD is equal to 3 times CD. Now let us take the triangle ABD for this. In this case, we got AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. Now for this, now let us see what is AD square. Now AD square can also be written as AC square minus DC square. And BD square can be written as 3 times CD the whole square, because we know BD is equal to 3 CD. So let us see what it happens. Now AB square is equal to AC square minus DC square plus 9 CD square, which means minus DC square and plus 9 CD square, it is same, we can write it as 8 CD square or 8 DC square. So we have equation number 1 as AB square is equal to AC square plus 8 DC square. Now we are already given that DB upon CD is equal to 3. What we will do is add 1 to both the sides, so it becomes DB upon CD plus 1 is equal to 3 plus 1, and if we take the LCM, it becomes DB plus CD upon CD. Now according to your figure, DB plus CD is BC, so BC upon CD is equal to 4, so CD is known as BC upon 4. Now what I will do is, I will substitute BC upon 4 in place of DC square, which was there in equation number 1. So AB square is equal to AC square plus 8 into BC upon 4 the whole square. When I solve it, it becomes 8 into BC square upon 16. It get cancelled, that becomes 2. So on at the end we get twice of AB square is equal to twice of AC square plus BC square, and hence we have proved it. Question number 15. In an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on the side BC such that BD is equal to 1/3 of BC. Prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. Now here we are going to do one construction, that is AE perpendicular to BC, and we are given that BD is equal to 1/3 of BC. So when we do construction of AE on BC, it means BE will be equal to EC, which is equal to BC upon 2. So now let us take triangle ABE, the red shaded part if we take, it means AB square is equal to BE square plus AE square. Now what is BE? BE is half of BC. So I have substituted BC upon 2 the whole square, and we know that it is an equilateral triangle, so all the sides will be equal. So instead of BC, I can write it as AB. So AB square is equal to AB upon 2 the whole square plus AE square. Now AB square minus AB upon 2 the whole square, when I do, I will get 3AB square upon 4, which is equal to AE square. Now I got the value of AE square. Now in triangle ADE, if I do by Pythagoras theorem, we get AD square is equal to ADE square plus AE square. Now here AD square is equal to, what is DE? DE can be written as BE minus BD, the whole square, plus AE value we have just found 3AB square upon 4. And we know BE can be written as BC by 2, that is half, and BD value also we know 1/3 of BC. So we have replaced these and we got it BC upon 6 the whole square plus 3AB square upon 4. Take the LCM. On solving, we will get AD square is equal to 28AB square upon 36. It get cancelled. So AD square is equal to 7AB square upon 9. Cross multiply, you get 9AD square is equal to 7AB square, and hence we have proved this. Question number 16. In an equilateral triangle, prove that 3 times the square of one side is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. Now here PQR is our equilateral triangle and PS is perpendicular to QR. We have to prove that 3PQ square is equal to 4PS square. That is, they are saying 3 times the square of one side. So you can take any side. Here I have taken PQ as my side, and it is 4 times the square of its altitude, that is 4 times altitude is PS. Now if we take triangle PQR, since it is an equilateral triangle, that means PQ will be equal to PR will be equal to QR, and angle PSQ will be equal to PSR, that is 90 degrees. Now here let's take two triangles and we make it congruent. So in this PQ is equal to PR because sides of a equilateral triangle PS is common and we have 90 degree. So by RHS criteria the triangles are congruent, and when triangles are congruent we got QS is equal to SR, which will be thus equal to QR upon 2, that is half. So now if I take a right angle triangle PQS, the left side triangle, I got PQ square is equal to PS square plus QS square. Now what is QS? QS is half of QR. So just substitute it. We will get PQ square is equal to PS square plus QR square upon 4. And we know PQ is equal to QR is equal to PR. So again we are going to substitute this. So PQ square is equal to PS square plus PQ square upon 4. Subtract it. You get 3PQ square upon 4 is equal to PS square. So 3PQ square is equal to 4PS square, and hence we have proved this. Question number 17. Take the correct answer and justify in triangle ABC. AB is equal to 6 root 3, AC is equal to 12 and BC is equal to 6. We have to find out angle B. So simple way is just square all the sides. So AB square comes out to 108, AC square comes out to be 144 and BC square comes out to be 36. So adding two sides should be equal to the longest hypotenuse sides, that is 108 plus 36. If I do, this is coming as 144. Since it is following the rule of Pythagoras theorem, it means that it is a right angle triangle and we can say right angle at B. So correct option is C. That's all for this exercise, children. I hope you must have understood this exercise. It is quite long, but if you do it slowly and steadily, you will be able to do all the questions. If still you have any query in any of the parts, you can mention in the comment section, or you can also email me. Very soon I am going to come with the next video, children. Till then, see you. Goodbye. Take care.